Well, this cultural insanity has bled all the way up to the United States military. So it's Pride Month, which means it's time for the United States military to get in on the act. So every branch of the United States Armed Services tweeted out some message with regard to LGBTQ plus IA minus divided by sign pride. This is weird because the entire premise of a military is that we shave your head, we turn you into a person who takes orders, your individuality is set aside virtually entirely, and it's not about personal self-fulfillment anymore. It is about you becoming part of a cohesive unit that performs a group function. That is literally what militaries are all about. An army of individualists is a losing army. A military made up of people who are predominantly interested in their own sense of fulfillment is a military that is destined to go down in the annals of history as a complete and giant failure. So that's why it's a little weird. And the iconography here is so weird. The U.S. Marines put out a tweet. Throughout June, the U.S. Marine Corps takes pride in recognizing and honoring the contributions of our LGBTQ plus service members. We remain committed to fostering an environment free from discrimination and defend the values of treating all equally with dignity and respect. Hey, this is one of the least offensive ones. It's not really the verbiage here that's particularly stupid. It is the image. The image here is really, really dumb. And one of the reasons that the image is really dumb is because the image, for those who can't see it, is actually just the poster to Full Metal Jacket. Right? The poster to Full Metal Jacket, if you recall, the Stanley Kubrick film from 1987, is a helmet with a series of bullets in the band of the helmet. Okay, this is the exact same image. It is a Marine helmet, same angle, same image. And there are 6 bullets that are on the side, 6 rounds that are on the side of the helmet in rainbow colors. That is the weirdest iconography. Because again, the same left that despises the military apparently now thinks the military is great so long as you gay it up. Right? This is the old meme that bomb dropping from American plane onto foreign territory, very bad. Paint a rainbow flag on it, now very good. Are the bullets gay? Is the military better? Is it? You have to show me why operationally the military is better because the military, not because gay and lesbian people are in the military. Anybody who volunteers for the military is doing something that I didn't do, all credit to them. But you have to explain to me why military readiness is dependent on the idea that sexual validation lies at the heart of what the military does. The military is there to deny validation of you. That is that's the entire premise of every military in human history. So it's very weird that this is what our United States military has decided to do. That wasn't the weirdest one. That was actually the mildest one. You got this from the U.S. Air Force. It's a picture of, I assume, a female aviator. And she, again, I'm assuming her gender because she looks like a woman, but theoretically she could be a dude or a cat. I don't know because it's Pride Month and I wouldn't want to assume anything about this person / cat. And she has her arm up in the salute and her arm is now emblazoned with the gay pride colors. Quote, "Happy Pride Month. We are the best United States Air Force by leveraging the diverse backgrounds and strengths of each member of our total force. We are committed to making the Air Force a place where all can reach their full potential. #pride. Question, is this what the military is about, reaching your full potential? I was unaware that the military was now Wesleyan University. It's strange take. I thought the military is where we bomb the living crap out of people who are going to do us harm. We break things and kill people with the U.S. military. And we keep the peace by the threat of doing just that in different places. I was unaware that personal self-fulfillment was the message of the United States military. It's a weird take. It's a very, very weird take. And then we have Liz Allen, who is the State Department senior official for public diplomacy and public affairs, serving under Secretary Blinken. She says, "We are celebrating Pride Month at the State Department. Every day we seek to advance human rights of LGBTQ plus I people globally." And then it shows a bunch of different images of the pride flag everywhere, which again, no flag should be flown at any American facility that is not the American flag. Because guess what? It turns out that a lot of the issues that you are standing for here are not widely accepted in the United States, including the idea that men can be women and women can be men. Meanwhile, you had the NSA. Nothing is creepier than the NSA doing virtue signaling. So the NSA that is monitoring all of your internet traffic and keeping tabs on you says, "Happy Pride Month" from the NSA. So the right to privacy crew, which is what I thought the entire premise of the LGBTQ plus IA movement was. Now you have the creepiest agency in American government tweeting about it. "Happy Pride Month" from the NSA. We are celebrating all the diverse voices that contribute to our mission because having pride in who you are and what you do is intelligent. Is it though? Like, I love that we have no moral standards. Having pride in who you are and what you do is intelligent. What if you're a bad person and what you do is garbage? What about that? And this does tie into the fact that the New York City subway system now has notices that say you shouldn't be ashamed of doing heroin. You should be proud that you're doing it safely. This ideology is really nefarious. And here's Homeland Security. And nothing better than massive, creepy, overfunded agencies of the United States government that are wildly incompetent, tweeting about boys becoming girls. Today, we mark the beginning of Pride Month. During Pride, we recognize and celebrate the members of the LGBTQ plus 5 community. We also mark the progress that has been made and the work that still needs to be done to ensure safety and equality for LGBTQ plus I people. And then you have the ever-growing flag. Right? You have the normal gay pride flag, and then they've added the trans flag, and then they've added black, and they've added brown. That, by the way, is not the ugliest agglomeration of symbols for LGBTQ plus month. We'll get to that in a second. The United States Space Force put out an image of an astronaut on the moon with a queer pride flag, which is just exciting because the American flag is, for the left, simple proposition. The gay pride flag is significantly less controversial than the American flag. The American flag stands for oppression and evil, which is why you kneel for it during the national anthem and why it is a good thing to do so and actually pro-America to do so. The gay pride flag, if we don't post it at the Vatican, this means that you're a homophobe. That is the central proposition here. By the way, the single worst display of all this doesn't come from the United States military. It's absurd with regard to military forces because, again, it runs directly counter to the mission of the United States military to suggest that your individual sense of sexual fulfillment lies at the heart of the strength of the military. That's the stupidest proposition in human history. It was true whether you're talking about straight or gay or anything in between. It's ridiculous and dumb. Okay, but beyond, put that aside. If we're just going the aesthetically ugliest pride display so far this month, and it's very early in the month, it comes courtesy of the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this is the ugliest thing I think has ever been designed. I don't even know what this is. It looks like an LGBTQ plus IA minus divided by sign unicorn, simultaneously vomited and diarrheaed wokeness. That's what it looks like. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I mean, whoever did the graphic design on this thing should immediately be fired, unless that would violate their sense of self-fulfillment, in which case I will say that this is maybe the greatest piece of art that I have ever seen. Well done, Brooklyn Nets. Honestly, I think it's really indicative of who the Brooklyn Nets were this year. Namely, a bunch of pieces that didn't really fit together, and they put them together on the court and then pretended it was going to be a team, and then it got immediately defeated by the Boston Celtics. So really, well done there, Brooklyn Nets. How's this for a title? Ben Shapiro Show subscriber destroys like button with clicks and logic. I'd watch that. Make it happen, gang.